everyone, I hope you're well. V Roberts here of Insight to Marketing. My gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do when my hair starts outgrowing. I'll probably start wearing some of my wraps that I've got. But I wanted to come on this morning to talk to you very briefly about the importance of digital marketing. And also for those of you that do want to know more about digital marketing, I'm going to share some tips with you this morning. So good morning, those of you who are joining me live this morning. Let me know where you are watching from. I know I'm very much about interaction, so hopefully you know that as well. I like people to engage with me, so let me know where you are watching from. I'm going to talk you through, thank you, I'm going to take you through some of the things in which you can do in your business if you are wanting to go down the digital route. And I know that a lot of you have been asking me, V, what does digital look like? How can I do this with results? Should I be doing a course? Should I be doing a program? So I wanted to kind of break down to you, because if you've noticed, I've been saying to quite a few of you, you don't have to create a digital product. Now, a lot of gurus are telling us to create digital products, but you don't have to create one. You don't have to go and create a course. You don't have to go and create anything whizzy-wazzy that's going to cost you lots of money. So we've got London in the house. Okay, super. So in terms of the options that are available, I want to take you through some of those, and obviously if you've got any questions, let me know. I've also put on the caption there my emails. If any of you want to email me about this for more in-depth information around platforms, around different tools and resources you can use, then let me know. For those of you who don't know me, I should probably say that my name's V Roberts of Insight to Marketing. I am a branding and marketing coach with over 24 years experience of managing campaigns, creating brands, but also building strategic tactics and strategies that will actually help business owners to actually make more money across the next few years. How are you doing, bookkeeper? How are you doing? You're well. So I'm going to take you through some of the things that I share with my clients, some of the things that I've done myself. It's not going to be too long, but do let me know, as I said, if you've got any questions. Let me know where you're watching from today. I'm just going to check that I am sounding okay. Hopefully I am. The first thing I want to say to you is that digital is obviously cheap, right? Digital is cheap. So if you haven't yet thought about the benefits of digital, and so far you've been doing a lot of things offline, then obviously I'm going to direct you to something digital, and I'm going to break down why it doesn't need to be a course and exactly why you can actually use other modes of online or electronic media to monetize your brand. So I'm going to take you through that. Hi Susan, how you doing? I think you're a first time viewer, so let me know where you're watching from. I'm just literally going to connect my other device here. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, let me know what you're selling at the minute. Hi, Hyacinth. How you doing? Let me know where you're watching from this morning, peeps. So, as I said, digital marketing is one of the cheapest methods of marketing you can use. It's one of many. And many of you will know that when I talk about social media, when I'm on stage, when I'm paid to speak, when I'm consulting, I always remind my clients and people that are listening to me that actually social media is just one type of marketing tactic. So a lot of us are relying on that right now as a social, way of influencing, a way of selling, if we are able to sell with good results. But digital products are actually something you could consider in your business to monetize your brand. And some of you may even be doing this without even being aware. So let me just very quickly, as I said, go onto my other platforms. Some of you know I've got a number of other platforms. I'm just going to very briefly. Okay, cool. It's showing up perfectly fine on here. There were some ladies that actually wanted to know a bit about this via my Super Mamas Connected page. So I'm just very quickly. Okay, Hackney. Excellent. How you doing, Hackney? Super. All right, so when we're talking about digital products, what we're talking about is a range of things, right? Morning, Jess. Digital products. What do you define as digital products? Are any of you actually using digital products at the moment? Because I think a lot of us assume digital products are just a course or a program. Now, many of you will know that when I started my business back in 2013, I had just £100. I've been made redundant from my job. I didn't really have any way to go out and promote myself because I didn't have a very big budget. So much of what I did, as many of you will remember, was online. I did a lot of courses online. I did a lot of trainings and webinars online in my early days. You should see some of the branding for it at the time. And I also ran a lot of physical live workshops as well, and that's what helped me to get my brand out there. So stay tuned, because I want to share with you some of the other ways that more recently I've been able to monetize my brand as well. Some of them very simple and affordable, others a little bit more expensive. So the first way I think many of you could be monetizing your brand, or even just using digital platforms, is audio. Now, how many of you use Spotify as an example, or how many of you listen to podcasts? Audio is a really great way for you to actually, and just let me know in the comments with the number 1 if you actually do use audio yourself. Audio is a really good way for you to connect with an audience, because it will allow you to be more accessible to more people. You know, when we're out and about, obviously now we're on lockdown in the UK and other areas of the world, but when you're out and about, it's really easy to be able to download a podcast to your device and listen to it, or download some Spotify tracks and listen to it. And in the same way, for a lot of you that may not even like video, I always say to my clients, don't discount the benefits of using audio. And there are different platforms you can use. I will touch on a few of those now, but also remember, if you email me via my email address that's in the caption there, I will make sure I send you over some notes on this particular live. You can use different platforms. Many of you know about Stitcher. Many of you know about SoundCloud, Mixcloud. There are many other different platforms you can use for audio. And I think if you haven't considered audio and perhaps you don't really like video, that's a really cool way that you can monetize your brand. And I'm going to be sharing specifics on this in my training tomorrow. But what I want to say to you ahead of that, and even if you're not attending the training, is that with audio, the benefits of it is that all you really need is a very good mic or a capacity on your laptop or desktop to record, and then also a way to download the file and then upload it. So as long as you know those three things, you're good to go. So a good mic, Anchor FM is really good. If you've got a good mic and you have even a phone device. I've also in the past used Zoom, which Zoom is a ZWOM.us if you want to find that online, and you can actually record a video on Zoom and then convert that video file to an audio file. So that's a really good way to do 2-in-1 if you like. And then you can obviously edit that video file, chop it up if you want to, make it into your stories and so on. But in terms of monetizing this, when you're creating an audio file, what you want to be looking at is what's going to be most useful to your audience. What could they actually see and or rather listen to that's going to help them add value to them? So useful tips, information on your routine, valuable information or insight on your industry, trends that are going on, anything that you can actually do to educate people via audio is going to benefit you at this time. If you want to package it up and bundle it, the easiest way to do that would be to perhaps record a series of things. So let's think about your FAQs. Give me in the comments box one of your frequently asked questions that you know how to answer really well. Give me one of your frequently asked questions that you know how to answer really, really well. I'm not going to put anyone on the spot, but let me know via the comments. Give me one of your frequently asked questions that you know how to answer really, really well. And as I said, this is an interactive live, so I'm hoping that you will play with me and join in on some of the questions. What's one of your most frequently asked questions? Let me know. One of mine, by the way, is how do I create a marketing plan? Or how do I actually build my brand, right? So I'm just going into another one of my pages. You can probably see that on the screen now. What's one of your frequently asked questions? Let me know. What do you often get asked? Yeah, okay, someone said daily routine questions. Okay, cool. Keep the answers coming in for me. What I want you to do is think about your frequently asked questions and again, how you could create an audio series based on those frequently asked questions. Now, my advice would be that you start off with an audio series that's free, but if over time you decide that you want to monetize that, then you could package it up and sell it, right? So there are many ways in which you can monetize an audio series. Okay, how are you doing? All right, so another question there. Hi, Miss Humbles. Hi, Chantel. Is how do I pay myself from my company? How do I stay focused on my ideas? So I've just asked the question, peeps. We're talking digital marketing here. What is your most frequently asked question? And we're talking about audio and how we can monetize our audio. So some of you have given me some responses, and do let me know what's your most frequently asked question or a question that you can answer really, really well. Now, when you've got the list of 5 or 6 of those frequently asked questions, if you wanted to, you could create a series of audios. Now, those series, I often get asked, how long should they be? Anything from 1.5 minutes right up to, let's say, 5-6 minutes or more. It just depends on your audience. And I think if you're just starting out on Stitcher, on Anchor FM, on Zoom, on Spotify, because you can also upload to Spotify, on Apples, on iTunes, whatever you're using for your audio, make sure you gauge and monitor the success of what you're doing. Because if you know that, you're doing lots of recordings of 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour and no one's listening to it, or perhaps your analytics show that they drop off after the first 10 minutes, that will tell you that you need to actually start doing a 10-minute or less audio. Give me a number 2 in the comments box if that made sense. Give me a number 2 in the comments if that made sense. The second thing, which I think a lot of us ignore, is the power of video. So we will often attend webinars, we'll often go on to perhaps online meetings, and let me just move my timer here because my computer's going to time out. We'll sometimes go on to different activities via video, whether we're creating them or we're actually listening into them. Morning, Gemma. And what we'll do when we go into these videos is we'll learn. And that's exactly what your audience can do. Your audience can learn from you via video, right? So thanks for the number 2s. I'm asking you, what is your frequently asked question? And this is going to help you. By the end of this live, this is going to massively help you when we're talking about digital products, right? So if you're talking about video and you're wanting to actually get more people to listen to you, video is free. All you need is a decent camera, or you can use your phone, right? Record in HD, landscape or portrait, depending on the platform that you're using. And make sure, again, that you're mindful of your recording time, okay? Make sure you're thinking about if the video is too long or too short. Now, you can use YouTube, Vimeo, Google Drive to store videos where people can access your videos. You can use Stitcher? What was I going to say? There's a video platform that you can use at TikTok, creates videos, highlights, your IGTV program, right? Your IGTV channel. Good morning, she's the boss. Hi, Big Print Birmingham. There are many different platforms you can use for video. You can also use Facebook Live. You can do pre-recorded videos. You can also do videos on YouTube that are scheduled. Did you know that? You could do videos on YouTube that are private to you. There are many other platforms. And as I said, if you want more information on this, all you have to do is let me know. Comment with the word video to let me know that you're keeping up with me, because I am speaking at a pace. So far we've covered off audio. I've also mentioned video. Again, I'm not using a script, so I am talking free flow here, so forgive me if I do stutter a little bit. With the video, as I said, if you know already that you yourself are listening into videos, then you should know that people are also going to listen into yours. So creating videos, again, very much like the audios, in a simple series, or if you just created one, you could then repurpose that video. You could create an article from that video. You could create a bundle from that video where you have an article and a video and maybe even an audio, as I mentioned earlier with the Zoom example, where you can actually monetize that. But you have to understand, what do people want to know? And remember, on previous videos that I've made this week, I've said it has to be relevant. It has to be relevant to your audience. So yeah, you can do audio. Yeah, you can do video. Yes, you can start a series of something. But if you're wanting to monetize it, the best way to do that is to understand what your frequently asked questions are and how you are best positioned to answer them. Is it via a video format or an audio? Is it going to be via a downloadable PDF? Which leads me nicely on to point number 3. Downloadable PDFs. Please do write some notes for me if you can. The first one was audio. The second one was video. We're now talking about downloadable PDFs. Now, downloadable PDFs are another type of digital platform that you can use. Basically, let me just say, a digital product, by the way, is something you can use which is electronically mailable, electronically deliverable. So it might be an email something, it might be a downloadable something, it might be something you can listen to, something that you can actually access online, okay? It's a digital platform. So many of you are already doing these things, okay? So we're talking now about a downloadable PDF. That's number 3, okay? Downloadable PDFs are simple to do. Even if you don't have Adobe Acrobat, you can actually save files on things like Google Drive as a Google Doc, and then save it into a PDF, okay? When you go to download, you simply go to download and download as a PDF, and the file then converts. Did you know that? Let me know if you knew that or not. So when you're on Google Drive, and Google Drive is free, it's from the Google Suite, okay? Go onto Google Drive, go into Google Docs, which is the blue icon, create a document. It ideally should be branded. Ideally, tell them how they can contact you once they've read the information, and give them information on what you do as well, or a bit about your bio, okay? Thank you, Chantel. So you want them to have a downloadable PDF? Great. Easiest way, that's free, Google Drive, and then convert it to a PDF. Now, you can do useful tips, menus, recipes, how-to guides, loads of things. You know what your areas of expertise is, so go ahead and go and do that right now. It will take you just a few minutes. The more you know is the more you can write down. And actually, a lot of us talk about writer's block. Do any of you have talking block? Because I know I don't. Morning, Andrea. I know I don't. I could talk for ages, and you know I could talk for ages about branding and marketing. So what can you talk a lot about? This is what I'm asking you. What is your frequently asked question that you can answer really, really well? Because that's what you need to be thinking about. What do people ask you about all the time? What do you like talking about? What's going to be useful now? What's going to be relevant? Because actually, could be something very different to what you're already known for. And now's the time to actually launch with that if it is. So a downloadable PDF is the third way that you can actually monetize your brand. You may want to sell it. You may want to do it free. Good morning, Peggy. How you doing? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a bit about electronic media and email marketing. Okay, now this is not necessarily a digital product, but if you do it right, your emails can make you money. As you know, many of my clients make money from sending emails. All right, so if you're not currently doing that, find out how to do it. Now's a good time. You have a captive audience, and if your email is active or your list is engaged, now's a good time to be telling them about what you're offering. Again, making it relevant, and of course, embedding things like your videos and your downloadable PDFs into the email. Give me a number 4 if you are still with me. So the fourth point that I made there was email, electronic marketing, and email marketing specifically. Good morning, Sabrina. How are you doing? I hope you're well. So far we've covered off audio, video, downloadable PDFs, email marketing. I now want to talk to you about being able to access or even create your own photo libraries. Now, I want to say to you that some people don't even consider this as a digital platform or a digital product, but for those of us that know about products like Pixabay.com, Unsplash.com, where you can access 85,000 plus licensed free images, absolutely free, right? That's a digital product. Okay, and there are platforms like there's another paid one. I can't remember the name of it. It always comes up. Is it Stock Photos? There are other brands that they have where you can pay for them. Again, that's a digital product. So if you're a photographer, or even if you have some really good photos that you could sell around your office space, different things, maybe your garden, images that people might need now because they can't even get out. That's a really cool way, again, to monetize your brand. Taking photos when you go outside for that hour a day, when you do your fitness for that hour a day. Think about how you can actually monetize your digital images, because we've got lots of platforms where you can actually use digital images and make money. So that's something you could do if you like doing photography, right? Maybe you don't want to do audio. Maybe you don't want to do video. So think about that. I love taking image photos, and as long as your camera is actually being used in the right format. And obviously I'm not a camera person, so don't ask me anything about photography. I'm branding and marketing, okay? But make sure you check your user guide, or even just go onto YouTube and work out how you can use your camera. Start taking some photos, bundle them up in packs of 10 or 20 and sell them. Great way to monetize your brand, okay? Now, the other thing I want to say to you, which I think is point number 5, is courses. We talk a lot about online courses. Morning, Sade, how you doing? We talk a lot about online courses, and online courses are easy to do if you've already got an idea for what you want to do. So in terms of a quick win, yes, if there's an idea you've had in the past, or something you're thinking about doing, or maybe you've got lots of content that you didn't consider could be a course, now's the time to do it. Yesterday, I spoke to a phenomenal dance teacher who was previously teaching dance courses live, and we are now going to be working together for her to actually teach dance online. And the suggestion I gave to her was, there are 2 options. She doesn't just have to do live dance courses. She can also do a pre-recorded session as well, that she could bundle up and sell as a series of videos to teach people how to do a particular type of dance, Latin dance, African dance, whatever style of dance. So again, if you're a dance teacher or a fitness expert, there are many ways that you could bundle up your ideas and your expertise and sell it to people, because believe it or not, once you've done your first 5 or 6 free videos, people may actually want to have a bespoke one-to-one package designed for them. They may actually want to buy a course from you. So if you're in health and fitness, nutrition, well-being, even things like art, therapies, anything therapeutic right now is going to be good for you if you're doing it live or even done as a course. So I'm not saying you shouldn't do a digital course. What I am saying is manage your own expectations. You're going to get the best results from doing a digital course if you have an idea that's already worked, either live or in session in person, or if you actually have ideas that are parked up that you wanted to bring to fruition into a course, or indeed if you've already got a course that perhaps you haven't yet made go live yet. So give me a number 5 in the comments box if that makes sense. Give me a number 5 in the comments box if that makes sense. The other way, and I think I'm going to stop after this one, is to think about via your website what you can do. Now, obviously, if you've got the audio, the video, the downloadable PDF, the email marketing sign up page, the courses, the everything else I've mentioned, right? You can put that on your website. And if you don't have a website, remember, there are platforms like LinkedIn that will allow you to host all of these things I've mentioned under the media section. So on LinkedIn, you need to be on LinkedIn, by the way. And if you're not, let me know. Comment below with the word LinkedIn. I'll send you some tips on that absolutely free. LinkedIn is great for search engine optimization, as is Amazon.com, as is YouTube, which is owned by Google. So if you can get any of these things converted as files or downloadable or accessible or included in your captions or included in your descriptions or even part of your keywords, what you'll find, all right, I'll send that over to you, no problem. What you'll find is that you will have cross-platform messaging, okay? And that's important. Now is important. Visibility is important. So hopefully you found today's tips useful, and hopefully you've been able to keep up with me on my fast pace. I'm V Roberts, as I said, of Insight to Marketing. I have a number of different masterclasses taking place, some even taking place as soon as tomorrow, but I have a number of different masterclasses and online workshops taking place over the next few months. Many of you will know that since I launched my brand in 2013, I've been hosting not only live workshops, but also online courses. Everything from LinkedIn and email marketing, right through to how to get better results on your social media marketing. So if you are wanting to get better results, if you're wanting to really focus on specific things right now, and especially if you're wanting to understand how you can monetize your brand using digital platforms to get real results, then let's have a conversation. I'm actually going to put a link in. In fact, I'm going to ask you to request below or reply on a replay if you watch the replay. If you want to have a conversation with me, we can book some time in. But also, I'm going to just put in again my caption where you can contact me if any of you do want to know how to actually monetize your brand on digital platforms, which is something that I assist my clients to do. Now, as I said, I have many, geez, I need some coffee. I have many clients that have success. I have many clients who actually work with me once, come back to do something else because they're always about leveling up. And what I want to say to all of you is, whether you invest in me or someone else, right now is your season. If you are sitting on an idea, if you're thinking about doing something, if you're wanting to move forward, get the help now. Don't wait, because honestly, as I just said to my online community, if you had or you've had issues, let's say in the past 3 months, in acquiring customers, talking to the right people, finding your audience, using social media, understanding how to sell online, understanding how to actually monitor what you're doing and managing your time and budget, then I want to know what you think is going to change if you don't make any changes in your business. It's that serious right now, because everyone is now hungry to make money online. We're talking about buildings being closed, high street shops being closed, CEOs of big named corporate brands stepping down. So what are small businesses like us going to be doing now? Because if you don't know what you're going to be doing in the next 3 months, honestly, we are going to struggle. So you're going to have to get things together. This is my kick up the butt conversation with you, right? We're talking about digital marketing now. Tomorrow, hey Dubs Delights, how you doing? We're talking about digital marketing now, but tomorrow I'm doing a 3-hour masterclass, and that is going to be taking you through for just £19 exactly how you can plan for your success. Whether you want to focus that plan on 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or a whole year is up to you. But I know in that session, everyone that's on that session is going to leave fully informed. And you only have to look at my live events and my testimonials online, my YouTube profile, my website testimonials, to see that I'm someone who's about this life. My business has grown from just £100 to where I'm selling, digital products, physical book. I will give a dirty plug. I mentioned that I've got my planner. I'm not actually selling any of these at the moment because I've got to restock. Imagine, I sold out of all my copies. I've got to restock. But if you want to order any, you can. Please don't focus on the nails. I don't know what I'm going to do when these start to get even wider on the gap. I'll probably be wearing gloves and doing lives. So at £19, the link is in the bio now. Okay, someone said I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. But even if you're not joining me tomorrow, listen, this is my pep talk to you. We need to get smarter about how we're working, okay? So my pep talk to you is that I hope that you will actually take this time to actually focus in your business. I've spoken today about digital platforms. I've spoken today about some of the things. I've just scratched the surface, to be honest. A lot of you are using Spotify, Netflix, SoundCloud, and accessing these things all the time. Hey, Sharina. But you're not actually thinking about how you in your business could be doing similar or the same. So let me know if you've watched this live and you're going to think about one of the things I've said. And if so, what might that be? Let me know via the live right now if you feel that something I've shared today is something that resonates with you or something that you're going to action as a direct result of watching today. Let me know via the comments. I'm just going to see if I can see anyone else talking to me. Let me know via the comments. What are you going to do as a result of watching today's live? And as I said, I'm not someone who's pushy with the sales. You will know when you need help. You will know when you want to level up. You will know when you're ready. And one thing I hate is to work with a client or have a conversation with someone who's not ready. So let me just put that out there now in the nicest way possible. If you know mentally that you're not ready to level up in your business and you think you know it all and you're not ready to be coached or you're not ready to be shown new ways of working and you're really, stuck in your ways, I'm definitely not the coach for you, because I love people that are ready, passionate, all systems go, yes I can attitude, because that's how I started my business, and that's how I built my business up from being £100 to me now being FRSA member, multi-award winning brand and marketing coach, a consultant that gets paid to do things like webinars and so on. Plus, I'm also a mentor for 3 very well-known organizations. And I got that from being a can-do person. So that's the exact type of people that I want to work with. If you're going to join me tomorrow, the link's in the bio. It's £19. I'm not sure actually how many of those are left, but just go and register. Honestly, you will not regret it. Honestly, I can tell you that now. But even aside from that, if you don't have the money, if you're telling yourself you don't have the money, invest some time. Think about where you're going to be 3 months from now if you do absolutely nothing, because a lot of businesses are going to shut down. A lot of businesses. Someone says, as a result of watching the video, today's stream, they're going to be using social media for more results. They're going to go to my website for some more help. Someone said that they are going to be investing. No worries. You invest in what you need to when you're ready. It doesn't have to be me. It may be someone else, but take some action, especially if you know you need help. Okay. Someone said, I have the love-hate idea relationship with social media. However, my business has grown outside of it. And that's brilliant. Because online isn't just about social media, as I said. Online is a lot more than social media. Online is about you having an active website that's up to date. Online is about you maybe sending WhatsApp messages. You may be sending SMS text messages. Online is about you using email marketing. Yeah, online is about you doing audio, you doing video. It's not just about social media. So I'm really happy to hear that some of you are getting results beyond social media. But let's be real, right now, if you're not on social media, at least one platform and active, it's going to be an interesting time for you. Okay, you don't have to create a digital product. Morning, Simon. You don't have to create, these all singing, all dancing packages. But what I would say is, listen, let me wrap up and tell you. When I started my first course, I used Google Drive. If any of you want to know how I did this, message me below, give me a thumbs up and I'll send you the information. I used Google Drive. I had 13 people sign up and I did my Bombastic branding program. And that was back in 2014. I launched on Google Drive. Right now, I use ClickFunnels and I use a number of other different platforms as well. But there are things you're going to need. This is why I'm not harping on about digital courses and programs. There are things you're going to need to have in place. Payment systems. Appointment systems, ways to actually do monitoring, feedback, one-to-one. Depending on the format of your courses, you're going to need to know how you're going to deliver this thing. And this is why I'm not talking about courses too much, because some of you don't even take payments online yet. Some of you don't even know how to record videos, but you're being encouraged to buy courses that are like $6 grand. That's just ridiculous. So let's be realistic. Let's look at what we've got now. When I launched my course on Google Drive, I was on the £100 budget, working my way up. At the time, obviously, I had more than £100 because I was at least a year in. But I don't know where you are in your business. All I'm going to say to you is, let's get smarter. Now is a time where you really don't want to be left behind. You work at your own pace, you get the results, you're good. But I want to say to you that if you are struggling, now is the time to reach out and get the support. And I'm going to just stress again, this is not a sales pitch. I don't care if it's me. Because I have leads coming in consistently and I have clients that are on my door knocking on a waiting list to work with me. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying that to be very transparent. I'm not out here hungry for the sale. I'm out here hungry for you, if you need it, to get the help you need. Okay? So if you need the help, don't stay stuck. Take some action. All right? Let's finish with the word action in the comments box. What I will do is, for those of you that have actually messaged me and let me know that you want to get the LinkedIn tips, for those of you that have messaged me that you want the link for tomorrow's masterclass, that link is already on the bio for this particular page, so you can check the bio. But if you don't see it at the time of watching this video and you want to know more about my latest courses, just check on Eventbrite or just tickets, and all my information's there. All right, the hashtag is officially Ask I2M. All right, if you're ready to take action, give me the word action in the comments box, and I am hoping that many of you will take away some points. Yes, action. I'm hoping that many of you will take away some points from today. Reach out to that person if you need them, or just take some time and invest in your business. Take care, everyone. Bye.